Morning, everybody. True North News coming at you real and raw this morning. Just wanted to share and expand upon a conversation I was having with my brother the other day. Had me getting some thoughts about some things. He's always been, tended to be practical and safe in his life as far as staying on top of his needs and, doing stuff right. We're not perfect, but not like high class citizens or something, always kind of lower middle class worker guys, right? We've always felt very similar through our lives about the system and, how things go. But the thing is, for all these years, we've been accepting it from our own side. So it's funny, something I've been thinking about for years. He mentions the other day, he says, I'm sick of working my regular job, for money and just them having us over a barrel like this. I'm starting to feel like I'm done with it. And I'm like, man, bro, you talking about it. This is the thing I've been thinking about for years. So, I'm thinking about it this morning, going over these thoughts in my head. And the trouble is, right? Is it's like, and it's funny, they even laid it down in that movie about the 2008 bank financial crisis, um, around the time they first started attacking ISIS. But, anyways, that's not the point. They laid it down in there about how being free from this system, being free from the matrix, it's not necessarily easier. That's kind of how they trick us into supporting it. See, we come into this world, as a little child or whatever, and the adults are already doing their thing, and they were a child when they came in, so they're doing their thing, and they show you the things. These are the things you use. This is how they work. We get used to that. We get used to certain levels of comfort, certain standards, you know what I mean? Like my ex was always tripping about, why don't you want a couch? Why don't you want a couch, Joe? True North doesn't need a couch. He knows a couch doesn't make you face True North. Anyways, but I really just wanted room to practice kung fu. Actually, I felt like, why do I need to have all the traditional accoutrement that they tell us we need to have? Um, Tell us what we should have in these standards. And it's like, we are not comfortable with going without. I've been thinking about these things for a while. I'm like, so how do we get off of the grid? I have a few different ideas. And the one line that made me want to make this video for y'all this morning was, it might be harder work than what we're doing now, but we really need to choose what we want. Do we still want to eat a cow? I don't. Yeah, I got some vegetarianism to flaunt. Anyways, but the point is, it might be harder work. It might be some of the hardest work you've ever done. But some of us have never been okay with this. And Jesus wasn't God's only son. It says it right in their own book. We need to take a deeper look. Anyways, no, but seriously though, I have a bigger purpose than that, and it's going to take all of me. And I feel like there's a lot of us out there that are starting to wake up to our bigger purpose. And it's going to take a lot more than trying to be comfortable. It's like what we're dealing with, what we're deciding between here is that guy in the Matrix that's like, that steak tastes pretty fucking good, and Neo. That's kind of a nightmare for them, like in the actual movie, you know what I'm saying? They wake up to a world that's been in darkness and suffering for a long time. And that guy's like, I'd find it much easier just to stay comfortable in the Matrix. Um, but it's getting down to brass tacks, and we need to do this not just for ourselves, but for all of us to ascend to a higher place and, express our truest face. All right, everybody, I gotta go to work. Gotta get off of here before I go berserk. Much love. True North out.